We're going to talk about how the El Dorado wildfires were started by a gender reveal party. We're going to show the new Dune trailer, and a little girl takes kite flying to a new level. We're also going to have WTF, crazy news, and more additions to our Spotify playlist. Keep it locked right here on the Epic Radio Show. All right, welcome to the show. Sorry about that. I am your host, Epic. Thank you for joining us this morning. We have a great show for you guys. We're gonna have Fran Capo on the show. If you don't know who she is, she has a million things under her belt. She's a 9-time Guinness record breaker?
Yeah.
Guinness Book of World Record breaker.
Holder?
Like,
would that be a holder?
Yeah,
or
something like that.
Achiever. Achiever.
She's a comedian. She's written 21 books. There's a lot going on with her, and we're gonna jump into quite a bit of it. So make sure you stay tuned a little later.
Yeah. Why'd you just say it like that?
I don't know. Anyways,
That's weird.
make sure you follow us on the social medias. That be the Facebook, the Instagram,
You do
The
it.
Twitter.
Do it now.
Do it. We're on YouTube. We're on
The Twitters.
just about everything.
Just
I
do
mean,
it.
if you look up, just Google us. You know what I mean?
Just
and
do it.
always at theepicradioshow.com.
There too.
Yeah.
You're damn right.
To my left,
Like gift.
we have the one they call Media
Just said
Market.
lift.
How are you? It's good to be here again.
Ah.
Yeah, every Sunday, tune in. Yeah, listen to us, watch us. We are here waiting for you.
What up, Steve?
Hello, Steve.
What up, Cindy?
It's good to have you too.
Hello,
Steve.
Shauna.
Shauna.
Hey, Shauna.
Yeah. Where's John Connor?
Hello, Marcus. Whoever that is.
Yeah, I don't know. who
Yeah,
that
I don't
is.
know. He is a
'Cause
strange
we got some
individual.
other people in the
He's a
studio.
man. He's a man of many voices. I heard.
Oh, you
How you
heard?
doing this week, Marcus?
I'm a lot better this week, man. I tell you.
Me too.
Fully recovered from the dental shit.
From the dental stuff.
Yeah, man. Those deep cleanings and pullings of the teeth.
And the
no joke.
pullings and the other stuff. And I
Yeah.
don't want to talk about it.
So when you saw that Country Marcus, that was the day after I got 3 teeth pulled.
Yep.
It's a
Mhm.
fact.
Yep.
Mhm.
The next day I came here and recorded for y'all.
All y'all.
Remember that.
I did that for you.
For my fans.
Yep. And then the one in the box they call
The
Ashley.
one in a box. Me in a box. That's it.
How's your week
Dick in
going?
a box.
It's very, I don't know. I've been full of emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have house guests.
We have house guests. Yeah.
We have a friend of ours, kids over,
Mm-hmm.
and it's been a little challenging.
Little challenging.
Just a little.
Just a little bit.
We love them to death.
Little bit.
A little challenging.
Yeah.
You
Well.
assaulted him a little bit.
What?
No, we didn't.
You,
We
you,
didn't
you
assault
assaulted
him.
him a little bit.
He's 8. We wouldn't assault
A
him.
little bit.
My
That's
God.
good fella stuff. You gotta.
I wouldn't assault an 8-year-old though. Unless they were assaulting my
I think you
child,
did
then
a
I'd
little,
assault them.
Little bit.
I'd only assault them
No.
if they were coming after my younger kids. The other ones can handle themselves. If you can't handle this 8-year-old, then I don't know what to tell
Hey,
you. guys.
Ryan.
You can't handle the truth.
It's like if my 16-year-old and 14-year-old can't handle that 8-year-old.
You know, neither one of them wanted to try any of the drugs we had. Uh, it was
Stop
just
telling everybody how many drugs we have. Can't you just keep something a secret?
no.
Can't you just say,
Not at all.
well, yeah, that's
No.
it. We just have kids over.
They're all gonna laugh at you.
I
Now
love it.
everyone's gonna be hitting us up for drugs.
Hey, Anthony, how you doing, buddy?
What's wrong with you?
It's been a while.
Drogas.
Been a while.
Hey, Brian.
I guess we'll go into.
I don't
the
understand
first
why you have to do
topic.
that.
What?
I don't. Why you have to tell everybody about all our drug connections?
Oh, I don't know.
He's just
Stop-
got piles
I
of
don't
drugs.
know.
All the corners is like
What
just
you
grab a
do
handful.
is you put the drugs in the cup and you let them drink it, and then
What?
later you do
What?
the
Are you-
thing with the thing.
Are you saying we slipped them something in a
No,
beverage?
no. I was just doing a Bill Cosby bit.
Yeah, but it sounded like you were saying, like, we're possibly putting drugs in cups for kids.
No,
It
no,
sounded
absolutely
like-
not.
Because that's where we were talking about.
No, that's
Just
what Bill
wanted to know.
Cosby did.
Well,
was
yeah,
put the
yeah, yeah.
drugs
I
in the
understand. I
pudding.
know
that
what
was
Bill
with grown-ass
Cosby
women, though.
did. I know what Bill Cosby was
That we know
doing,
of.
sorta. I don't know everything.
Yeah,
I don't want to know
That's
everything.
awesome.
But just in relation to the children, we're not giving the
Yeah,
children drugs.
no children drugs.
No.
I mean, a mild sedative. That's about it.
Mild sedative.
So Mayo's on
They're
there
gonna be
talking
like,
about selling him
"Oh."
something. Mayo said sell him
Anyways.
something. You heard that, Epic?
Is someone calling?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I think that's the guest. You know what? I'm gonna put this on right now. Hold on.
Just go
Okay,
Right
cool.
into the interview, yeah.
Just do it.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, how are you? Obviously Fran calling in.
Yeah. We're gonna call you in a few minutes, though, Fran.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. I wasn't sure if I was calling in and being put on hold or you were calling me. Okay.
Well, I sent you an email last night.
Oh, I didn't see it.
It's okay.
We are
You're all
live.
good. We're
Yeah.
live right now, and I have you on speakerphone, so it's all good.
Okay.
But we're gonna go on break after we do our first topic, and then I'll give you a ring during the break.
Okay, great. All right,
Comedy
well,
never
everybody-
stops on the Epic Radio Show, by the way.
Okay. All right.
All right, talk to you in a few.
And the people see that behind the scenes. Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, bye.
She
That was
sounds like she's from New York City.
Joyzy.
Jersey City.
Joyzy.
Are we on the phone yet or not? I didn't know when to
She
call
was about
in.
to rough me up, it sounded like. She
Right?
was like, you know, what? Hey, I got a schedule to keep over here.
Hey, what's going on over
What's
here?
going on over
Hey,
there?
Ba fango.
Over there.
I'm gonna call Vinny over here.
There.
Vinny and Nikki.
Vinny and Nikki.
Pay you a visit.
Because
over here.
everybody knows a Vinny and a Nikki. If
Yeah,
they're in that
they're gonna
area.
handle that-
Everybody.
right?
You meet one.
They gotta handle that thing over here. You know the guy with
He's
the
gonna
thing.
break out all his voices today.
Yeah.
The guy with the
no.
face.
Yeah, the guy. I know the guy with the face. I'm very familiar with that guy.
Sean is laughing right now. That's her line. I stole that line
Over
from Shauna.
here.
Over
Anyways.
here.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about our first topic
Yeah, let's get into that.
before she sends some vomit, on us.
Jesus.
There's a Cadillac driving by right now.
Oh no.
So the El Dorado
El Dorado.
fire was sparked by a gender reveal party
It's just bananas.
and has grown to more than 10,000
yeah.
acres.
Yeah. That's bananas.
Mhm.
Damn it! It wouldn't have happened if I was the governor of California. I tell you.
Yeah. A fire sparked by a pyrotechnic device used during a gender reveal party has burned more than 10,000 acres since Saturday.
Incredible, dude.
The
Mm-mm.
El Dorado fire in Southern California's San Bernardino County has scorched 10,574 acres and was 16% contained as of Tuesday, according to fire officials, who say
Only
it's one of the most
16.
dangerous fires they've
Phew.
seen in the area.
Wow.
The fire was caused by a smoke-generating pyrotechnic device used at a party on Saturday morning in El Dorado Ranch Park, and wherever that was, about 70 miles east of Los
I love it.
Angeles.
I love it. That's
Cal
great.
Fire investigators determined, yes, and now it seems like the person who is credited with doing the first giant gender reveal party is saying enough is enough. Like, oh my god, like you're just like burning down most of the forest, and it's like not cool at all.
It really isn't.
Like totally, it's
It's
not.
absolutely not cool at all.
It is not
okay?
fetch whatsoever.
It's not fetch at all.
It's actually not cool, so you need
It's
to like
not.
stop.
It's not cool
You
or
ju- you
fetch.
just gotta stop.
You just need to stop it.
Okay,
That was
that's
my
enough.
thing. That is not
I
your
started
thing.
that thing.
Like
that
seriously,
thing.
Morgan, quit it.
Yeah, Morgan. There's always a Morgan.
Always a Morgan.
Fucking Morgan.
When it Ashley.
Ashley, those bitches. So, anyways,
Anyways,
this gender reveal
yeah.
thing,
So these gender reveal things are getting out of
a
hand.
little much.
Out of hand. You know whatever happened to the damn cake?
Whatever happened to
cake,
anything
you know,
else?
The
To
hey,
Popping a balloon
Yeah.
and like
You know,
confetti coming out.
right.
if there's pyrotechnics involved,
there's
it's
fire,
probably a bad
If
idea.
there's fire involved, don't do it.
Especially
probably-
in California.
I'm sorry, Marcus.
They make too much money.
Especially in
They're bored.
California.
It's boredom. It's
All
like,
you
meh.
have to do in California is throw a lit cigarette anywhere,
Yeah.
and you've started
It's like,
a
oh,
damn
this could
wildfire.
be a problem.
It's
There's
so
been
dry.
a drought there for like 15 years, guys. Chill out.
It says
with the
Cindy
fire.
said the gender reveal couple will have to pay $8 million back in monthly
Damn.
installments.
Get out of here.
Damn, son. That
If
ain't
that's true,
happening.
they deserve it. Like, if that's true, then that's what they deserve for the
Move
rest
to
of their life.
France.
Move to France.
Get out of here now. The California's so
Yeah.
dry.
I don't really get
Don't
it
know.
either. You know, like
Oh man, but there's so much simpler ways. There's a box. You can just get a box and have a ton of different colored balloons. Just open up the box.
Anything, yeah. Cut
There's
a
like,
cake.
I mean, yeah, and then just catch the balloons and pop them because balloons being just let out are also kind of not a great thing to do. But
yeah, it's
For the
just a little
environment.
insane.
but
to
the
me.
fire is a little
Yeah.
more damaging.
God, I
you
have
know,
something
And
in my
I don't know
eye.
if you really want to weigh it. I haven't looked into this enough, but there's other ways to do this. Cake,
Oh.
cake is delicious, and
Love
it, it gets the point across.
Yeah,
There you go.
cake or
Cake.
whatever.
Cake is the easiest way to go.
Because all you do is just dye the cake.
Yeah,
the
you
color.
just use the color
Yeah.
inside the cake, and it's
Yep.
easy.
Only the person that made it would know.
Right.
Yep.
So you cut it, and that's the whole point. And then everyone's happy because you find out the gender, no fires, and everyone gets to eat cake.
Yep.
That's like the best way to go about that.
Mm-hmm.
You damn right.
Heard that.
I did see something about like what was it? It's like someone someone throws like a ball in the air and someone shoots it, and then like
Yeah. What
like
the?
dye or
that's-
something pops out, and it's like it's a certain color. I don't know how I feel about that
And you
one.
miss.
Right, if you
Yeah, you
miss,
miss.
like
It like
but-
shoots down a plane.
right,
Kills
you know,
the people with the plane and
I don't
you.
know how I feel about that. Or just hitting like there's actually ones that are like baseballs and there's stuff inside
Or
the
like a
baseball
random
and someone
girl,
hits
like,
it, you know.
Being dragged into the
That's
air
not
by a kite.
we're not there yet.
Whatever you shoot in the air comes down, too, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I
Shit.
think if it's harmless,
Yeah.
mostly it should, stick with those ones.
I don't get that. Okay, I wonder how many people die a year just from like a stray bullet that somebody shoots up in the air and happens to come down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right,
Yeah.
happens a lot in Mexico. You're like,
I know, right? I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't know.
Like,
I don't understand.
People are just
a
so
lot of that.
dumb all the time.
All the time, seriously, all the time. I mean, I'm even guilty of being dumb myself sometimes, so it's okay. I'm involved sometimes. I can be dumb.
Let me
You know,
pull up
just
this.
fall done dumb things,
thing real quick.
But I also don't fuck with fire.
Anthony Mayo's.
Mm.
Anthony Mayo's going to blame that fire on his mixtape.
I know, right? Absolutely.
That's funny.
Yep. But that was a thing for a while, right?
Yeah, his mixtape. It's still
Yeah.
going on.
Is it still?
Oh, yeah. People
I
are
was
posting
sending
all
stuff
kinds of
too.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was funny.
Mixtape. It's
Mm-hmm.
a funny thing.
Oh yeah, it is. You know, I wonder how she got this number. Oh, she didn't. That's right.
What?
I still have my work phone.
Oh,
Being forwarded.
oh, look at you.
Yeah.
He forgot his
my
phone
God.
one day. He forgot your phone one day at home, and you're
Mhm.
still getting the calls. Oh, okay.
Son of a.
Yeah. Well, I
This is fine.
never undid the call forwarding.
Right. This
That's
is
what I'm saying.
fine. This is fine.
Anyways,
I'm accepting it.
we're gonna go on break. When we get back, we're gonna have Fran Capo. Fran Capo?
Fran Capo.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I know, right? Like that's such a gangster
Hey,
ass
Fran
name.
Capo over here.
Yeah.
How you
Oh
doing?
my god. Sounds like you need like a lung transplant.
It's all over the place. Hey, you.
Yeah.
Needs a lung transplant.
I'm everywhere.
Sounds like he's struggling to speak. Like,
Let's see.
Hey, some of those goons
You're
talk like that.
You're like just digging it out. Like, I gotta dig out these words.
I
They're
never
not
smoked
coming.
a cigarette in my life.
Are you sure? Like, are
I
you
smoke
sure?
cigars.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Yeah. All right, but we're gonna take a break.
Oh God.
Stick with us. We'll be back.
Probably.
All right, welcome back to the show, everyone. On the line, we have Fran Capo. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
We're doing great. So man, I don't even know where to get started. I was kind of giving everybody a little taste of the stuff you've done, but I think that's like nothing in comparison to. I think I told you on the phone that, excuse me, um, that like my life feels meaningless next to yours. Like,
No, 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 no. That is not the meaning. That is not okay. That is not the meaning to feel meaningless. Yeah. You know, it's just that I was lucky that my mom taught me that nothing is impossible. And my dad taught me to always find the humor in things. So no matter what happened, if I tried something and it worked, it became like my part of the motivational speaking. And if it didn't, it became part of my stand-up comedy. So I figured everything's a win-win situation here. So everything I do, it's like I believe like life is this one big buffet table, and I want to be able to taste a little bit of everything. Only the things I want and that I feel that don't hurt anybody. But I'm like, oh, you know what? I've never climbed Kilimanjaro. Let me try climbing Kilimanjaro. I've never got, and so whenever I see something, I could always tell if I want to do it because I get this feeling inside me like it's like a click factor. It's like, wow, I know I want to do that. I'm going to do it. And then it's just a matter of how do I get the money? How do I get there? When do I do it? And then I just get it in my head that I'm going to do it. Whether it's, I've written 22 books, whether it's I'm going to write a book. And like, for example, one of the books that I wrote called The Humor Approach, putting your funny side up, there was a lady from Barnes and Noble calls me one day and she says, hey, we're doing this thing nationwide where we want different performers to come into the libraries and talk. I said, okay, well, can I sell my book Hopeful, the City of Light? And then she said, does it have anything to do with stand up? I said, no. And then she said, well, we really kind of want you to stick it to stand up. I said, well, when do you want to do it? And she said, 2 weeks. I said, fine, I'll write a book in 2 weeks. So I wrote The Humor Approach in 2 weeks, had someone design the
wow.
cover while I was thinking back, trying to find someone that could make copies of the book, getting the ISBN number, writing the book, having someone edit the chapters as I was writing them. And then in 2 weeks, had the book in the Barnes and Noble, um, uh, you know, well, I don't want to in the library, but I mean, it's on the library, it's in their system.
Yeah.
And so, I did my talk and I was able to sell my book. And she goes, I thought you said you didn't have a book on humor. I said, yeah, but I had 2 weeks and I wrote it. So,
That's crazy. So, like, what was the writing process like? Did you just grind it out? Like, was it like every day you just wrote a new
when
chapter or what?
Yeah, whenever I have a book to write, like because I've written 22 books, and whenever I have it and I know I have a deadline, I go, okay, I have 2 weeks. How many chapters? So I always start with the table of contents. And so when I do that, I have the table of contents and then I know how many chapters. So then I say, okay, fine. So I have 12 chapters. That means I have to write one chapter. If I have 12 days, that means I have to write a chapter, then I have to leave the next day to review the chapter. So what I'll do is I'll write it, next day review it, then write it and review it, because the first day is me just getting everything out, the second day is me editing and putting the humor in. So a lot of writers I notice block themselves, so they'll go, oh, it's not perfect. I never worry about that. It's literally like, I don't want to say it sounds gross, like throwing up the words on the paper, but literally it's just taking it out of my body and dumping it onto the page
That's
and
the same
going,
thing I do.
right.
Yeah.
And then just molding it from there, kind of like how sculptors say they start with the clay and take everything away that's not the statue. And it's kind of like, okay, that's everything I have to say about this chapter, now let me make it make sense, and that's how I write.
That's amazing. So 22 books, and not all of them obviously are about comedy. What are some of the books that you've written, and what are they about?
Okay, so I've okay, so so I wrote It Happened in New York. Well, I have a whole series of history books. It happened in New York, happened in Jersey, happened in Pennsylvania, Myths and Mysteries of New York, Myths and Mysteries of New Jersey, and I didn't do Myths and Mystery, and then it happened in New York City. So I have a whole series of that. Then I have the humor approach, putting your funny side up, like I said. I have Almost a Wise Guy, which is a comic crime novel based on the life of my dad. When my dad was dying of cancer, he said, "Listen, I want you to write a book." Except my dad had one brother that was a highly decorated police officer, and the other one that was in the mob. So I'm like, "Dad, I don't know if I want to write this book." And he goes, "Don't worry, most of the people are dead." So so he told me the elements of the book, and I wrote it as he had the cancer, and I was trying to finish it before he passed. And then I remember finishing, and I'm like, "Dad, the book's done." And he goes, "Great." Whoa. Now that's my dad going, "Make sure you tell the story right." Okay. so
That's
so then
hilarious.
yeah, yes. Hey, listen, now you know my
Yep.
big lighting system is a flashlight.
That's
So
hilarious. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, when I'm a little bit more techie, not really, but when I have my cell phone and I have
Yeah.
a little round ring thing.
Oh,
But
okay.
anyway, so my dad said, he goes, "Well, now you wrote the book, you got to publish it." And I'm like, "Dad, I just finished spending like 2 months working." And the thing is, when you're writing a book called Almost a Wise Guy, I would go, "Dad, that doesn't make sense." He goes, "You ought to write a fill in the blanks." I'm like, "It's supposed to be a true story, Dad, not fill in the blanks." And so he would tell me things. So the book is like 99% true, and it's told through
Point of view.
his view. But
Mhm.
then I write in the beginning the whole story about how my dad wanted me to write it before he passed. And it's Paramount, not Paramount, Lionsgate actually looked at it and was talking about making it into a movie. However, they wanted to change it and make my dad into this, because it was a gangster novel, into a murderer and things like that. I go, "No, no, 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 I'm not changing my dad into a murderer or anything like that. He scammed Vegas. He did a lot of things. He, printed fake money, but
Wow.
I'm not making him into a murderer." And I remember too, because after he got caught and he went to jail, and when it was my wedding, and now he was already out. This was my first wedding, and after he was out, I go, "Dad, do not use any of your fake money to pay for anything, please." And he's like, "No, I won't." And I remember we put down a deposit on the wedding dress, and they called me and said one of the $100 bills was fake. And
Oh
I
my God.
I was like, I don't know how that happened. I called my dad. He goes, "Oops, one must have slipped out." I'm like, "Dad, you can't do this." Anyway, so it's like
That's so funny.
crazy stories. And then the other books are How to Get Publicity Without a Publicist. It's How to Get Yourself on Radio and Television and in Print, because I've done over 500 television shows and over 5,000 radio shows. I
Damn.
don't have the exact count, but this is probably like 5,003. Um, and I'm just looking at my books here to see. Oh, and Adrenaline Adventures. 50 different adventures you could do in a day, a week, because I've done everything from bungee cord jumping to scuba diving with sharks to flying combat aircraft. I just became the first woman in the history of the world to zip line inside an active volcano in Nicaragua, Masaya, which is actually funny because all my world records that happen never happen with me going, I want to break a world record. It always happens that someone says something, and like zip lining. Like a friend of mine called and said, "Hey, Fran, I haven't seen you in a while. You want to do an adventure?" And well, actually, really, the way that it happened, and this is really how everything happens, I had went down to the Titanic with my friend Nick Halleck, and then I went to Antarctica with him and tornado chasing. And those things on Facebook that come up that go, "10 years ago you did this," right? And it came up.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Hey, Nick, how cool, my adventure buddy. Remember we did this 10 years ago?" And he goes, "Fran, we're going to do this thing where we zip line inside a volcano." And so I'm looking at it, and anytime I see that, I get all excited. So I turn to my husband and I go, "Look what I could do." He goes, "Why are we married?" I go, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "You always just like running off into the like this is like it's funny, like when I first was dating my husband, well, obviously he wasn't my husband at the time when I was first dating him. And I remember calling him up one day and he goes, "Where are you?" I was trying to call you. I go, "Steve, you're not gonna guess what I have in the trunk of my car." And he's like, "What?" I said, "I
A
have
dead body. No, I'm
Yeah.
joking.
Close it. Well, I'm Italian. Last name Capo. That's possible.
Right?
No. So I said, I have a shrunken head and the world's biggest hairball. And he goes, just once, I would like you to tell me that you bought a shirt. And I'm like, why? He goes, you just don't know what it sounds like from this end. You just always, it's just never a normal conversation. So anyway, so Nick told me, are you there?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So Nick told me that we zip line into volcano, and then I said as long as I could be the first one down the line, and then he said fine. So we went there, and I had my friend go because my husband says I don't want you going to Nicaragua. It's a communist country. You don't know what's going to happen. Maybe you're not supposed to zip line, and you get arrested. And I'm going to come to Nicaragua. Pick you. So I had my friend Barbara Noyes, who's a police officer, come with me, and so we went down there, and so I'm the first one in the zip line. Now you have to wear the sulfur masks because
Yeah.
the fumes are coming up.
Yeah,
And
I mean, because you could literally die. You could like lose consciousness while you're doing it, and then you're in the active volcano. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
and I mean, obviously we're not going the lava part, but so we zip line down, and it's so funny. Now, I mean, there's these things called Pele hairs. When the volcano explodes, these shards, they're like almost like glass shards come up, but because the difference of the hot and the cold, then they break. And so it's
Wow.
these shards. So the whole ground of the volcano where you're walking is filled with these Pele hairs. So you have to strap up, but some of them get in and like cuts your legs and
Ooh.
everything because you're like stepping in these shards of glass. Anyway, I get down there with this guy Rodolfo, and I'm down there for 2 hours, and then Barbara comes down, and because it's only one zip line, after the second and third person come down, then you go back up. So I zip line down, and they're like, Fran, you ready to go back up? Now remember, I'm the first person down, so now I'm
Yeah.
the first person back up, and I go back up, and all of a sudden in the middle, and people could go to francapo.com and they could see actually a video of this. And so it's far, it takes like 20 minutes to come back up, and it's a propane crank that's bringing you back up, and it's just a makeshift one that they made. It's not one there because the sulfur erodes it, so after a week or two the line would be eroded anyway. So now where I'm coming back up, and I hear, I'll say this nice. It was, I hear, oh crap, right? And I'm like, oh, that can't be good. And so so you have a little radio, and you have to hold on to the line so that you stay up straight because you're just sitting in a little like bundle thing. And so I go, everything okay? And they said, yeah, we ran out of propane. I'm thinking, we're at the top of a mountain. Where are they going to find, I mean, a volcano, where are they going to find propane? So they said, Fran, you okay? I said, no, I'm fine. Because I'm figuring, you can't panic. I mean, that's not going to get me up any quicker.
Yeah.
And then I hear them say the handle broke, which means now they don't even have the thing
Oh
to
shit.
wind me up. So I'm looking around because I had already gotten up like midpoint. Now I have to hold on so I stay straight and don't fall back. I have the helmet on, I have
Oh
the
my
mask
God.
on. So I have my cell phone in my pocket, in my I actually had like a little carry thing. So I'm going, I'm never going to be stuck in the middle of a volcano again. I got to get this on tape. So now I'm trying to grab it out with one hand, trying to hold the mask, and I go, so I take the mask off for a second so I could do the video. And I'm like, all right, guys, I'm stuck here between the bottom and the top of the volcano. And I say, and I was stuck there now for 45 minutes at this
Wow.
point. And so I go, well, because you're at the top of a volcano, so I go, well, at least the vultures are gone. And then, as if in an Alfred Hitchcock movie, right on cue, 30 vultures start circling, and you hear it on the tape. You hear, I go, oh my gosh, I'm like meat on a stick, and I'm like sitting there going, well, not much I could do. And I'm thinking, I wish I had garlic. Maybe they don't like garlic. I could eat it. I would smell bad. They'd stay away. But there was nothing I could do. So finally, they go, all right, Fran. And I feel myself going up the line, like if this is me on the line going up, then a little up and a little up. And they're like, are you doing okay? I'm like, I'm fine. I was actually trying to figure, like, if I got stuck, like, where could I jump to? Into the Pele hairs? How could I climb out the volcano? Anyway, I get to the top, and I realize the 6 people that were at the top, manually were pulling me up. That's how I
Wow.
got up. It's all on video. So if you go to francapo.com and hit world records and then go to, the volcano one, you see the video of me getting stuck there, the vultures, me getting pulled up. You see the lava. It's really cool.
That's insane. And if anybody couldn't guess, one of the world records that you hold is world's fastest talker.
Yes.
Yes.
The Guinness Book of World Records, fastest talking woman, 603.32 words a minute, 11 words a second.
Yep.
And this is how I got into that. See, I have different mindsets. I actually did a TEDx talk called
Now,
Wait,
let me stop you just for 1 second, okay? So you said that most of your world records you didn't really aim to break that one. Was this one of them that you did aim to break?
No, this
No.
is another one. This is the one that I used my first world record mindset of just say yes and figure it out later. So what
Okay.
happened was I was working at WBLS FM radio and I was writing comedy for them. And then kidding around one day, I said, you know what? I could do this really cool Mae West impression, but I call the character Junice, Mae West's long lost sister. So the DJ flings the weather and traffic copy at me. The little red tally light comes on radio, you know how?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, oh, today the weather on traffic is. And in the 30 seconds I happen to do it, a lady from the Daily News is listening. She said, I'm doing a story on weather and traffic, people. How long you been doing it? So I didn't want to tell her 30 seconds. So I said, I've been doing it a while. She said, what are you planning on doing next? I didn't have a next, but I had a lady from the Daily News. So I said, oh, I'm thinking of breaking a world record. And she goes, for what? I said, oh, I can't tell you because it'll jinx it. She goes, listen, the article goes in at 6:00 today. If you decide you want to let me know, give me a call. So I run out and buy a Guinness book and I'm looking through it like, what can I do? I told this lady I'm going to break her record. And I see fast talking. And I knew that I always talk fast. She said her article had to go at 6:00. 5 to 6, I call her up. I said, all right, I tell you, I'm thinking of breaking the world's record for fast talking. She said, what's the record at? Now I'm looking at the book. I go, oh, the record is 552 words a minute. She goes, what are you at? I had no idea. So I went 550. Those last 2 words are a killer. So she prints it in the paper. And the very next day, the Larry King Live people call me up and ask me to go on the show and break the record. Now, to be honest with you, I didn't know who the hell Larry King was. So I just heard cable and I went, wait a second, is this some kind of porn? They're like, honey, no, this is a national show. I said, what if I don't break the record? She goes, Larry doesn't care whether you break it or not. It just cares that you tried or not. So I call up Guinness. I said, what do you have to do to break the record? They said something from Shakespeare or the Bible. Well, me and Shakespeare never got along, but I have prayer from the Bible that my mom had taught me. So they call me up and they say I have 5 hours to get there. So for 5 hours with my dad, I'm over there practicing. He that dwells in the place of the Most High shall abide in the shadow of the mind. Smoke's coming out of my head. I'm practicing this thing. And I went on his show and I broke the record doing at that time 585 words a minute. And then a couple of years later on June 5th, 1990, I broke the record doing 603.32 words a minute. And that's how I got into the Guinness Book.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
So everything I do in life really is based on my mindsets of just say yes and figure it out later. No such word as can't. Nothing is impossible. If people want, I would love for your listeners to check out my TEDx talk on my website, or it's actually on YouTube also. But if you go to my website, you get to see the other cool things like me with the vultures. And so because the 3 things that I love most in life is being able to make people laugh, motivating them to be the best best of themselves they could be, and to do adventures. So whenever any of those 3 opportunities come up, I do it. And before there was COVID, I used to do a one-woman show called Love, Laughter, and Light, which combined all of those things. The other thing, actually, I would love to tell your guests, I love being able to help people, like I said, do the best. On my website, francapo.com, and Capo spelled like head of the mob, CAPO, francapo.com. You got to put the accent in for them.
Absolutely.
To really,
Yeah.
But I created it because I'm also a certified hypnotherapist. So I created a nighttime and a morning mindset meditation.
I was going to ask you about that. Yep.
And the thing is, it's like it's not, I didn't do it as hypnosis, I did it as a mindset meditation. So anybody who's either having trouble sleeping, a little bit stressed about COVID, or need just to relax, or want to infuse their body with healing mindsets and with positive mindsets, so you wake up the morning feeling good. Most people say they can't get past the first 2 minutes, they're asleep. It's a 17-minute tape, but 99% of the people said, Fran, I was asleep in a minute. I was asleep in 3 minutes and I woke up feeling great.
I might
But
need
it
to
doesn't,
try that.
you have to try it.
Yeah.
And I'll know if you do, because obviously as you stick your email in there, I'll
Yep.
be able to see that you ordered it. So I'll check there, Epic.
Okay.
I'll check there. But the but the cool thing is, then I decided to create a morning mindset meditation, because whatever you do the last thing at night before you go to sleep, or the first thing in the morning, sets the tone for the day.
It does.
And so you believe that too,
Yeah,
right? Because
absolutely.
you know that if you start the day right away thinking of bad things, or or you know how sometimes people will say, oh, this happened, it's a bad day. No, that was only one portion of your day. Just because that happened doesn't mean the whole 24 hours have to be bad. And so this shows you, the morning mindset actually takes you how, if something happens, how you're able to turn it around and still create a great day. And so that's what the whole, purpose of that, that
I
is.
love your positive energy that you bring. It's
Thank you.
amazing. Yes. Yes.
The thing is, I always say, like right now with COVID, we're all in the same storm. We're not all in the same boat. And, some people are on a yacht, some people are on a dinghy, but it's up to you what you want to do with that.
Or maybe you're on a damn door that could fit two people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
What the hell?
Yeah. I always said that
God
to him.
damn, Rose.
And not only that, the guy over there with the whistle that died already, get him off his door. Get on that door. It's like, but speaking of which, and that was a nice transition,
Yeah.
I am one of the few people to go down to the wreck site of the Titanic in the world. Only 108 people in the world have gone down to the wreck site. And the way that it happened was, one of the books I was writing, Adrenaline Adventures, I was checking to make sure that the adventures in it were still valid, because some of them I had done a long time ago. So I called up this rock climbing place and I had said, hey, I just want to make sure that you guys are still doing rock climbing now. And the rock climbing, not only are we doing rock climbing, we're doing mountain climbing, and we're going to climb, and he names some mountain. And I'm like, all right, no offense, but if I'm climbing a mountain, I'm not climbing like Mount Bob. I got to climb a mountain. I've heard of. So they go, what about Kilimanjaro? I go, what about it? They go, do you want to climb Kilimanjaro? I go, I never thought of it. I just want to find out about this rock climbing thing. Anyway, he goes, well, if you wanted to climb it, we have this guy, Corbett Bishop, that led the IMAX movie team up Kilimanjaro. So now I look it up and I find out that an 83-year-old woman climbs Kilimanjaro. So I'm like, well, if an 83-year-old woman could do it, I could do it. Of course, I didn't realize she was in a wheelchair and got airlifted up there, but all right, whatever.
Oh my goodness.
So now I'm like, but you got to go with the flow. Just say yes, figure it out later, right? So I run into my son's room. Spencer, guess what we're going to do? We're going to climb Kilimanjaro. And he's like, I don't even like to walk. You're missing the point that glaciers are going to melt by the year 2015. And he's like, Mom, it's 2004. We've got time. I'm like, no, wrong attitude. So now we train, we climb, and now there's 6 trails up Kili. So 5 go on the eastern side, 1 go on the western side. So I say to the guy, where are we going? He goes, we're going the western breach. I go, why? He goes, that's where the athletes go. I go, do I look like an athlete to you? Why am I doing that? And then he goes, you like adventure? We won't see anybody on that side. I said, great. So if we die, nobody's going to find us. And he's like, no. So we go. Only 4 people the entire 7 days we saw were the 4 people with us and the Maasai Warriors. On the other side, they call it the Coca-Cola Trail because you look up and all you see is hundreds of people climbing on the eastern side.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that picture on Everest, where you see 1 million people climbing up. So now we're climbing, and every day my son's going, and we were climbing for almost 11 hours every day to get there. And and my son's going, Mom, we're gonna die. I'm like, we're not gonna die. He's like, we're gonna die. I'm like, we're not gonna die. And then I'm thinking, we're gonna die. What is it thinking? So now we're climbing up Kilimanjaro. And of course, because of my, always had to make things bigger and bolder, couldn't just do a, climb Kilimanjaro. I had to decide that I was going to do a book signing at the top of Kilimanjaro. So now it's the midnight before we summit. And we're climbing up there, and the water in our camelbacks was frozen. It was minus 15 degrees, 45-mile-an-hour winds. We finally get to the top, and now people are up there. I'm like, you're up here, buy a book. And so people lined up, and there's a picture on my website under that world record of people lining up buying my book. Well, that picture circulated around the world. And I got an email out of the blue from Brian Day O'Connor, who was still is, Sandra Day O'Connor's son, the former U.S. Supreme Court Justice. But I didn't know that when he emailed me. And he goes, I think it's a fantastic thing. You took your son and you climbed Kilimanjaro and you're an adventurer. P.S. I'm going down to the Titanic. I go, what do you mean? People could go down to the Titanic? He goes, yeah. I go, hey, I'm emailing him. Any room for another person? He goes, what do you mean? I go, I didn't know people could go down to the Titanic. So, excuse me. He goes, I'll ask. So he asks and gets permission. And then he says to me, so I speak to the people and they go, well, there's 3 requirements. I go, well, what are the requirements? They go, first thing, you can't have high blood pressure. I said, not a problem. I said, second thing, you can't be claustrophobic. I said, why? They said, because you're going to be in the submersible, like in the movie The Titanic.
Yeah.
And it's only 7 feet inside.
Wow.
So we can't have you panic. I said, well, what if they do? I said, what if somebody lies and says they're not? They said, well, then we shoot you with a dart gun. I go, with a dart gun? And so then I said, well, what's the third thing? They said, you can't have excessive flatulence. I'm like, what? They said, it's pure oxygen in there. If you fart too much, you could blow up the ship. I'm like, what? So I didn't know how much was too much. So I Googled how much does a person fart. And they said 18 times a day. So I started counting. When I got to 12, it was bedtime. So I figured I was okay. So now I'm going, and so we go there, and now I realized it was $35,000 to go there, and I didn't have that spare change lying around, so I had to raise money. I was like, okay, I can get one person to give me 35,000, 2 people to give me 17,000, or 35,000 people to give me $1. So I started to, and there was no GoFundMe page or anything back then. So anyway, so I wound up finding sponsors. You could actually hear the whole thing on my TEDx talk. It's actually pretty cool. But anyway, I wound up doing, and again, I was like, well, if I did a book signing at the top of the world, why not one at the depths of the sea? So I said, it did a book signing down by the wreck side of the Titanic.
That's hilarious.
So everything in my life is like based on that mindset, world record mindset of just say yes and figure it out later, providing I want to do it. I will never, if somebody says, Fran, I bet you can't do this. I'm like, I don't want to. Oh, but you can't do it. I don't want to. And if I don't want to, I'm not doing it. And so that's the thing. I never let peer pressure get in my head. I never let somebody bullying me get in my head. And whatever. I was beat up at one point by 13 people when I was 11 years old. I've had my house burned down. I've been held up at gunpoint twice. So like when people said, oh, you just live this life and you do all these great things, I go, no, I've had a lot of things happen to me. But in life, you can either choose to be a victim, or as Joel Osteen says, or victor. You can decide that you will only grow from the bad things that happen, and that you will never let anyone take advantage of you. And you also have to choose your battles. And so when things happen, I'm just like, all right, so the house burnt down. I got to get another house. There was a thing I read about a lady who lost her house in a tornado. And the next day she put a sign out in front that said, Gone with the Wind. I'm like, if you could have a sense of humor about that type of thing. And it's not about not taking things seriously.
Mhm.
It's about being able to say, you fall down 7 times, you get up 8. And everything in life is really you saying, okay, that happened. Am I going to stick and wallow in that, or am I going to move on? And sometimes it takes longer than others, but you just pick yourself up and you go, all right, that happened. Don't want it to happen again. Now I got to do this. And there's no point in saying poor me, poor me, poor me, because victims can never change their life. And nobody owes you anything. You can make your life. Don't make excuses because I'm short, because I'm tall, because I'm fat, because I'm thin, because I'm black, because I'm white, because I'm Italian, because I'm Jewish. No excuses. No excuses. You make your life what it is. And you
Make it
say,
epic.
I can, I have the power to make things, and that empowers you to change the world when you take responsibility for your own life.
I agree. Before we go, I do want to mention that you have a podcast yourself,
Yes.
right?
Yes, I
Yes.
do. I actually do this thing every Wednesday on Facebook, a live thing called Cup of Capo, which is on at 11 o'clock on Facebook, and then people can watch it. But I also have a podcast called Fran's World, and that comes out every Thursday, and it's all about humor, health, happiness, and finding your dreams. And so I have people from all walks of life, holistic healers, world record holders, world record wrestlers, billionaires, authors, Emmy Award winners, Oscar winners, all different people telling you how they had a dream and how they got it. And that's what I feel is empowering to people, because you go, I can't because I'm just this, I'm just that, because this happened, because I came from poor, because I came from, you know what? No excuses. Just figure out what you want and go with it. And that's what I hope the podcast does, is empowers people to make the best of their lives.
Well, I'm sure with as much knowledge that you drop on people, it will. It's been a real pleasure having you on. By the way,
Oh, thank
your
you.
energy is insane.
Maybe if I could bottle it, Franny
Yeah,
in the
right.
bottle.
Yeah, and then you could sell it like I don't know in the depths of hell or something, because that'll be the next world record
Yeah,
that you
you know,
yeah.
whatever.
So,
Who knows, right? Exactly. You
yeah,
never
so
know what
it's
the
like,
world next.
hey, Fran, guess what we found? We found
Yeah,
the entrance to hell. Do you want to do a book signing there?
and I'd be like, sure. Because that's you know what, that's the power of life, is that
Yeah,
when something comes along and you just don't know. I would like to say one last thing. Do
yeah,
we have a
sure.
minute?
Yeah,
I have this, all my books I wrote, I did write in mind with like, hey, I'm going to write this book and I'm going to do it. There was only one book, there's only one thing in my entire life that I could never explain, and that is my book. This is the CD version of it, Hopeville, the City of Light. And the reason that I say that is because I was asleep, and at 4 o'clock in the morning, I heard this voice say, hey, wake up. You have to write this book. And I'm like, wow, this is like the weirdest dream. And the voice kept going, get up. You have to write this book. So I turn on the light. I don't hear anything. Go back to sleep. The voice is like, get up. I turn on the light again. And now I hear the voice saying, you have to write this book. I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about. They said, write this down. Hopeville, the City of Light. It has a message that will change the world. So I write it down. I go, listen, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to bed. I don't care who you are. I don't know who you are. And so I turn out the light. I go to bed. Next morning, I have to take my kid to work. My kid to school, my mom to work. I have to get my car fixed. I'm writing my book, Adrenaline Adventures. I've never had writer's block. I'm over there, I say to the guy, can I stay here with my laptop and type the book? He said, sure, sit in the back. Never had writer's block. I go to type and my fingers were like frozen. And I'm like, what is going on? And so I couldn't like move my fingers. And I'm like, I can't sit here for 3 hours. So then I was like, what was the name of that book? And I take out the little piece of paper that I've written Hopeville, the City of Light on, and I put it down. I start to type, and I swear to you, for the next 3 hours, I don't know what I wrote. I remember writing the words "the end," and the guy goes, "Fran, that was really weird. You sat there for 3 hours. You didn't go to the bathroom. You didn't look like you were breathing. You didn't take a drink of water. You didn't even look at a blink." I said, "I think I wrote a book." He's like, "How do you not know?" I said, "I can't tell you one word in that book." So so I left it because I was working on my other book. And then afterwards, I went back to look at it, like, what is in this book? Because I had no consciousness of writing it. And it turns out that it's a simple story told through parable of these four people: a little boy who's always getting bullied, a widowed mother who's holding down 3 jobs, a successful businessman who gave up, having a family and love to just build his business, and an old man who feels he's learned a lot in his life and wants to impart this wisdom, but everybody's like, that's the old-fashioned way, blah, blah. And on the same night, they all say a prayer, and an angel of light comes to them and tells them each just what they have to do to change things just a little, and they could change and transform their life, and thus it'll have a ripple effect and transform the town.
Wow.
And so this angel tells them what to do, and it's the whole struggle of them trying to do it and transform the town and how they do it. And in it, it contains the 44 secrets of happiness. And that's what the voice told me. I had to get the word out about Hopeful, the City of Light, so that I could let people know the 44 secrets of happiness. And because of a little blind boy who heard me tell this story, asked me if I would ever do it on CD. That's why there's a CD, because I said, I'm going to make a CD just for you because you've asked me to. And the book has grown, and it actually hit number 11 on Amazon.
Awesome.
So that's that. So now I did my work to those people up there. So when I go to heaven, don't make me sweep heaven. Okay. Okay.
Well, it was a pleasure having you on the show. I learned a lot. There's just so much. I'm gonna have to listen back, because I don't think I caught everything.
I was speaking slow, except for that fast. Do you want me to end by doing a fast talking demonstration?
Sure. Yes. Let's do it.
I do this thing called Evelyn Wood reading her kids a bedtime story.
Okay.
Okay, kids, mommy's going to read you The 3 Little Pigs. What's with the 3 little pigs? One little pig likes to sing, the second little pig likes to dance, the third little pig likes to sit and think. Then a big wolf come along. Then a big W and chin. What's the next pig's house? Little big W and chin. Softy buff. What's the third pig's house? Little big W and chin. Softy buff. That you puff. I got some to climb. Then the chimney pigs had a pot of boiling water. The wolf on the wolf soup. Tomorrow, war and peace.
That's great. Thank you.
Anyway, thank you so much.
No problem. And
I
make sure you check out Fran Capo on francapo.com. Check out her books. They're all on Amazon and Barnes and Nobles, correct?
Yes, they're Amazon, Amazon, Barnes and Noble, iTunes. The Hopeful, the City of Light is on all those platforms. But the easiest way, if you want it autographed, is go to francapo.com, because then I can autograph the books to you.
Absolutely. So thank you so much. It was great.
Great. Thank you
we love
so
you.
much.
Yep.
Love you too. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, we're going to go on break. When we get back, we are not doing that. That is not the right one. It must have blown over because of the fans in here.
Okay.
But we're going to do crazy news. We're going to check out that new Dune trailer. And we're going to have What the Forecast with Medium Marcus.
Yeah, see?
Keep it locked right here on the Epic Radio Show.
You're listening to The Epic Radio Show, live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and theepicradioshow.com. Listen to us anytime on the iHeartRadio app. Download today on the App Store or Google Play, and take this show on the road. The Epic Radio Show. Make life epic.
Make life epic.
Hi, my name is Connor, and I'm the host of Beyond Epic. Beyond Epic is a show that talks about all the things the Epic Radio Show didn't get to cover, with extended interviews, bonus coverage, and appearances by the cast. Beyond Epic is your ticket to more shenanigans, more absurdity, and just more epicness than you could possibly handle in one episode. Where can you hear this, you say? Well, only on Patreon, you silly motherfucker. Become a Patreon today for as little as $5 to unlock complete, total, and utter insanity, or just a bunch of weird shit. What can I say? Go to www.patreon.com/The Epic Radio Show now, and don't forget to make life epic. Again, you know, because it's a show about a show. Whatever, you get it.
What's the deal? This is Marcus. Chatting with us couldn't be easier with the official Epic Radio Show Discord channel. Text, voice, and even video chatted up with the cast live on the show every Sunday. It's fast and easy. Download Discord from Google Play and the App Store and have the most interactive experience ever. Go to https://discord.g.big Z, little J, big A, little Q, little S, little W, big Z, and join our server now. We'll see you Sunday.
All right, welcome back, everyone.
Back,
I think
everybody.
it's time for crazy news.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Yay.
That was a great interview,
It
though.
was.
It was a really good
She,
I
interview.
enjoyed
she
her.
has so much energy.
Everybody can talk really fast. I
It's
feel like
like-
we're talking right.
Yeah. You know, I was gonna say, man, I think you're probably a close second with that.
Hell yeah. Give me some
Because
coffee.
I
Give me
know
some coffee.
because if you heard him do the weather, because I didn't include them parts, but he ran through the entire weather in like 5 seconds the other day.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
it was-
I haven't seen the outtakes, so it's going to be a surprise to me too later. But stay tuned for the
He's
weather. It's going
shocked.
to be
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Crazy news about to be dope.
Yeah, crazy news.
Maybe. We'll see how.
It's
how
always
long-
awesome.
how- Not yay ads. Fucking ads, man. Okay. Okay. So, first one, actually, I'm going to just say your name. Tommy found it. It's the host of the show, in case you don't know his name.
Hey, Tommy.
Yeah, hey, Tommy. So, goat takes over deputy's patrol car and eats her paperwork.
That's awesome.
It's so cute. Goat. The goat is just like, I'm going to eat your paper now. Like,
And it worked out too with
it's
the
just
weather.
great.
Yeah.
Donkey goats.
Donkey Kong.
It all ties in.
It all
crazy.
somehow ties in.
Yeah, see? You'll see. Meh.
A Georgia deputy sheriff learned a lesson about what happens when you don't shut your patrol car door.
That goat is the goat. He's
The goat is the goat.
Yeah.
Exactly. After serving civil papers at a home, she returned to her vehicle to find a goat happily munching on a stack of paperwork in her front seat. The Douglas County Sheriff's Office posted the video on its Facebook page. You know, if you want to go find that, I guess. Get out, go, come on, the deputy said, swatting at the goat, who wasn't interested in moving. Because I have a whole stack of paper here to eat, lady. What are you... what are you doing? Bah. Whatever sound goats make.
Don't you just scare them and they fall over?
I mean, I don't know if that's like a defense mechanism or an
Right,
offense. I don't know. I think that makes it's like, oh, I'm dead. You can't do anything else to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
It's
be
just
up
like,
in 3
well,
seconds.
it's like,
Don't
what are
worry.
you gonna do to me? You're a person. So
That
'cause
doesn't
goats
work.
are goats. You know,
If-
goats don't understand guns.
If
know?
you faint, you're gonna get eaten. That's like
I don't
the
know, like, that's what
worst
I'm saying. I don't know
defense
how that-
mechanism
Yeah.
ever.
I don't know how that works. Like I just know sometimes they just go and they just tip over.
Well, this one definitely didn't.
This
faint.
one did not
Yeah.
faint and just no, it did not. So the deputy ran back and forth from one side of the patrol car to the other, which was, I'm sure, funny to watch anyway in itself, trying to get the goat to move and stop eating her large stack of paper. It's a large stack of paperwork. She's got a lot of stuff here.
Quit it, goat.
She keeps telling the goats, "Get out, just get out my car, goat." In the end, the deputy got her goat and saved most of her paperwork. It's so funny.
That's hilarious.
That's pretty much it. It's just the goat's just like.
Well,
did
Did you mention the part that when the officer tried to get
It doesn't
her out?
mention that in the article.
Oh, okay. Well, I saw the video.
Yeah.
And
Saw the video. I didn't watch the video.
So the goat actually gets inside the squad car,
Mhm.
and as the officer is trying to get the goat out of the squad car, it actually headbutts her and she falls to her ass.
Oh, wow.
Ah, that's funny.
Like, no, this is my paper, bitch.
Back off.
Back off.
Back off.
Back off.
Is there a goat sound in my sound effects?
Probably.
Goat. I'm gonna look up goat.
Maybe.
Real quick. There's goal, but not goat.
What about sheep?
I'm gonna look up a sheep sound. Sheepy sheep.
Bah.
There you go.
That was basically what Marcus did.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That was just Marcus. That actually wasn't my sound effect.
Right.
Okay, so next one. An 80-year-old who disappeared while out hiking turned up at his own missing person appeal.
That's fantastic.
So in London, an 80-year-old man who went missing while hiking during a hailstorm was reunited with his family at a press conference staged to try and find him. Harry Harvey was reported missing at 1:30 p.m. on Sunday after he became separated from his walking partner while out hiking in the Yorkshire Dales in the northeast of England. Like, how fast or how slow was this other person that, like, he became separated from his partner? Like, was he going faster than the partner, or is the partner just like, he's fucking 80, he's gonna take forever? Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
which one was it here? Like, who was his partner? I blame the partner. You
Yep.
just left your partner to just wander away, or just you left. Like, I blame the partner. So, police, the Royal Air Force, and mountain rescue workers spent 4 days searching for the experienced hiker, and a press conference was planned for Wednesday at the Tan Hill Inn, situated within the park. But the planned appeal turned into a celebration when Harvey just turned up. Like, hey guys, so
I've shown up for the shrimp and crumpets.
that's probably why he's like, I was hungry. It was like 4 days. I didn't have much to eat.
Wait, this is not the Perkins?
Damn it.
Damn it.
Took the wrong left. Gotta go. A wildlife photographer had spotted him while out on the moors and contacted rescuers. Embraced by his son and daughter-in-law, Harvey, who had a large dressing on his forehead, he got hurt.
Awesome.
What the bloody hell?
Addressed the cameras and waiting reporters. Seated by a roaring fire in the country pub, he described being caught in a really heavy hailstorm with howling gales and winds. I love it. It's all quoted. Because that's not how people talk over there.
Howling gales of wind.
Thank you, Marcus. Because that's not how, that's not how
It was atrocious.
It was atrocious.
It was a travesty.
A travesty. Any other big words that I don't use?
An anomaly.
An anomaly. Sure, let's go with that one. By the time I got my kit, it was really dark. Harvey said. Then he reverted to plan B by finding somewhere safe to camp and setting up his tent. When questioned about his injury, he said, I came off a bridge and that was it. I lost my glasses and my compass.
Compass.
But fortunately, the orange frames of his glasses made it easy for him to find them. He had orange glasses.
Nice.
That's how cool of an 80-year-old this guy is.
Yeah.
He's an experienced hiker. He has orange glasses.
Wait, is that Fran's dad?
It could be.
No.
Little Batman reference. He's got a Harvey dent on his forehead.
That's silly.
Bad dad joke. Dad joke. There's always a dad joke in there.
There's always a dad
somewhere.
joke
Sorry,
somewhere.
Sorry.
Let's see. Asked how he felt about the gathering at the pub. He
Indubitably.
said, if I had known I wouldn't have come back, I could do without all this.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Doesn't need a oh great, you're okay. Like,
I'm famished.
I'm just very hungry. He said, I had 3 really good wild camping nights where I was on my own and had all the kit I needed. The only thing I was getting a bit short of, because he said, I've got a hell of an appetite.
He was missing for 3 days?
Yeah.
Wow.
And when I get hungry, I've got to eat something, or I just can't go on.
Dude, I can't
Well,
wait to hear
duh,
that
it's
story
food.
of what he ate and where he slept. That's crazy.
I'm trying to see if there's details on this.
And he didn't get corona either.
Didn't get the Rona because
He was
it's fucking-
secluded.
He didn't have
Yeah.
no mask.
I don't know what they're doing in London right now.
Crazy.
Yeah.
His partner just left him, just like, meh, you'll be fine.
Man, see? He'll be okay, see?
Yeah, see?
Keep walking.
He's fine, see? I told you.
You'll be fine, see?
4 days later, like, he's fine.
Keep it walking, buddy.
Oh, wow, that's funny. Let's see, it's been Yorkshire, Inspector Mark Gee, or G, I don't know how you pronounce it. It's G-E-E, so I don't know which way you pronounce it. Of North Yorkshire Police said in a statement, this is fantastic news that Harry has been found safe and well. I want to thank all the search volunteers for their time, as well as gamekeepers, estate owners, farmers, and local residents for their help and understanding. But thank you, Harvey, for just finding yourself and coming here anyway. Because no one else really, it wasn't anyone else's.
Saved a lot of time and effort.
Yeah, like you were going for 3 nights, 4 days, and like you just show up.
That's
Yes.
awesome.
So
You're like, let's go do it. Let's go find him. And he's like, hello. What are we doing about here?
and he's like, "Hey, wait, you were missing." Probably he's like, "Oh, hey, I'm all right. I'm fine." Like,
I bet the guy that was like right next to him was like, "Hey, he's right here."
I found him.
Hey,
I
wait.
found him.
Do I get the
Do I
reward?
get a reward?
Yeah.
I want my reward. I found him. He's standing here. He was probably here he hasn't been here the whole time. I know that. I
He's
just
got
spotted him.
dementia. I just found him.
Look, I just spotted him. He didn't even know this was about him.
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't go into what he actually,
Yeah.
where he kind of nested. He just said he camped. He just
Dude.
found a safe place.
That's gonna be a cool story.
It's like, did he just like go to his mistress's house or something then? Like,
Yeah, Mr.
an
S.
80-year-old, I mean, this guy could have a mistress. What if they just happen to be, hiking where his
He's like,
his mistress lives?
yeah, I was missing. That's
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, for 3 days.
Yeah. He just took a vacation.
Hi.
He
That's
just needed
what
to
I'm
see. He
thinking,
just needed to
yeah.
see his side
I
bitch.
just rummaged about the woods
Yeah.
and ate worms.
Like, okay,
Nuts.
old 80-year-old man. Okay. All right, we see you. I know where you were. And then why he had a giant gash on his forehead is because she's like, all right, you've been here long enough. And she's
Right.
trying to get his ass out.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, yeah, I just fell or
She
something.
just sicked
yeah.
a goat on him. and
Right,
had
she
about
sicked
him.
a goat on him. Of course. She has a goat. It's fucking London. She would have a fucking
Is that a
goat.
bloody goat?
I would have a fucking goat.
To put
Duh.
his forehead. That's what it is.
I would have a fucking goat just waiting to kick your ass out of my house. So, that was fun. So then last one here. Woman left without a forehead when her knee slammed into her face in a car crash.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
You know what's funny is because I had to blow this up, so
You had to blow it up.
yeah, so I could like put it in crazy news and stuff, so I wouldn't
Oh,
have
of
to really
course.
mess with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And when I made the changes and I had to save it, I put foreheadless bitch.
Foreheadless bitch. Why
That
are
was
you
the
like
title
this?
of the picture.
You would make that the title of the picture. This makes sense to me.
Foreheadless
Foreheadless bitch. She doesn't have a forehead anymore.
Yeah, see.
It's a bad time.
Where is that? Wait,
That
where-
helped
They
me.
warn you about putting your feet on that dash, man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No listen.
Oh, there it is.
People don't listen. That's
See?
right.
Right there.
Foreheadless bitch. That's where she's at. This is bananas.
That's epic.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah,
funny.
that's something.
Look
Yeah.
at my forehead. Yeah.
So is that pretty much it with that?
No.
No,
You-
I know.
It's like I literally read the title, like the
I
article.
know.
Like you're a dick.
I mean, that's pretty much what happens.
it's what
though.
happens, but
She's got a 2-head now.
it's very. It just doesn't look like a good time. It looks
No.
very. Oh god.
That's terrible.
So a woman was left without a forehead for 2 years following a car crash where her feet were resting on the dashboard. Her knees were forced into her face by an airbag that inflated under her feet after her boyfriend's Jeep hit black ice and went into a wall.
Damn, son.
The
She got her
car-
shit pushed in.
Orderly. You ever got love from the homies?
The car was traveling at 120 miles per hour when the accident happened. Y'all are a mess. A mess.
That's crazy, though.
This is crazy. That's why I'm talking about
It's a
it.
crazy news.
That's why we're talking.
why it's a crazy news.
The now 36-year-old was 22 when the accident happened, and she's still recovering years later.
Wow, poor
Just
girl.
not a good time.
That's terrible.
Not a good time. Doctors had to remove her forehead, and she says, it looked a little bit strange. I agree. I tend to agree.
She has bangs now.
I would have bangs too. When the Jeep collided with the wall, the airbags inflated as they do, but because my feet were on top of mine, it actually pushed my feet and knees first into my face.
Wow.
Can you imagine knees fucking first into your goddamn
Dude,
face?
Right. Oh,
I can't.
that's crazy.
That's why I don't put my feet up on the dash. I don't keep my feet on the ground.
Yeah.
Just keep
I
them
bet her
on the
boyfriend
floor.
doesn't ask for a head anymore. It's like, hey, can I get some? Sorry.
I don't want.
don't wanna bring
sensitive.
up,
Oh,
like,
sorry.
Pull
You're
her
a little
hair,
sensitive.
scalp comes
Oh
off.
shit! No, I'm sorry. She was rushed to the hospital with multiple facial fractures, obviously,
Wow.
and she had cerebrospinal fluid leak from her brain.
Yeah,
Damn.
Required
son.
treatment by a
that
neurosurgeon.
shit's all connected.
Whew. They told me that I had pushed in and up my face, and they would have to basically pull it all out and put it back together. That just sounds horrifying. Go put that shit back together, girl.
Reconstructive, yeah.
Even though the operation was a success, the young woman suffered complications and her forehead was removed. Wow. So
nice.
Yeah. In 2009, a custom Italian ceramic forehead was fitted, but despite being finished with her plastic surgery, she is still dealing with the after effects of the accident. She
Damn.
said, "I constantly lose words while
So
in the
she has
middle."
a forehead now.
I think so. I think it's like,
Plastic,
it's like a. Yeah.
Yo, they should have sheeted that shit with like some fucking titanium or some shit. You know what I mean?
You just cut me off though, but
I'm just saying though.
I mean, I know, but you totally cut me off.
If they could do it for Yeezy.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, they need to make her a cybernetic organism.
Yeah.
Can you even say the word?
No, cybernetic organism.
There you go. So she constantly loses words while in the middle of a conversation. This can happen to me 20 times a day. That happens to me 20 times a day, and I've never had this happen. I'm concerned. I'm concerned. Does this affect random females all over the world?
What's that?
That you just lose words where you are in a sentence 20 times a day.
That's me every day.
I'm just wait a minute.
Yeah.
What was I saying?
Every day, son.
I don't even know. I was just saying something and then it's gone.
Oh yeah, that happens.
It's like a
all
bird.
The time.
It's it's gone. She gets headaches when too many people are talking and sometimes finds it difficult to stay focused. Hey, that's you.
That's me.
ADD.
Oh my god! It basically
me.
just gave her ADD.
Yeah.
It's basically what this did. So she is trying to spread obviously the message about the dangers of traveling with your feet on the dashboard. Don't do it. You could end up with your fucking knees in your goddamn face.
Right. Tell your daughter not to do it, Sarah Duncan.
It's super painful sounding. I don't want to ever be in that situation.
It just makes me think of Family Guy, and when he skins his knee, and he's just yeah, yeah. Yeah, that.
We were synchronized. It was great. That was a good time. We weren't even looking at each other. I couldn't even. That was funny. So, yeah, that's
Don't
it.
be synchronizing with my wife.
Sarah said, Sarah, hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sierra. Sierra Connor.
She said, my daughter rides with her feet on the dash all the time. Well, show her pictures of this lady. Look it up.
Yeah.
And be like, look at this. Do you want your knees going into your face? Don't do this anymore.
Your face.
It looks very bad. It sounds really bad.
Do you like your forehead?
Do you like that forehead of yours, girl?
Mm-hmm. It could easily be turned.
Were you going somewhere with that question?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
No, okay, I didn't think so.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, don't sit all crazy in a car.
It's crazy.
Just because we're kind of poking a little fun here doesn't mean it's funny.
Yeah.
It sounds very uncomfortable. Lots of surgeries, lots of bad times.
A little bit.
Lots of bad times, Marcus. Not a little bit.
A little bit.
Lot of it.
A lot of bit.
There you go. That's it. That's all I have for crazy news.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yay.
Thank you.
I actually picked the right one.
She
this
found
time.
it. Yeah, that's awesome.
Right?
That was
I was like,
on point.
air horn. That's what it is. Yay! Figured it out.
Love that song.
My favorite one is where is it? It's my favorite one. Metal Gear Solid. That's a good time. So, are you gonna go on to the next topic, or am I gonna what's going on here?
The next thing coming up is
trying to figure something out.
You can't be figuring something out.
The Dune trailer is coming up.
We're mid-show.
Yeah, and then what the forecast?
Yeah, excuse scene, take two.
Action.
See? Take two, see?
I've never played that one.
You bunch of tallywhackers.
What the fuck's a tallywhacker? What is a tallywhacker? Is that a word? I've never heard that before.
That's a knucklehead.
Well,
I'm a
last week was
knucklehead.
our 3-year anniversary of the show, and there's still a couple people that have not called in. So I was letting them know. I figured while I play this trailer, they can call in and I can put them on. So, all right. Anyways, yeah. So let me do this real quick.
Oh god. Oh god.
So I don't know who's excited for the new Dune movie, but I'm definitely excited for it.
You are?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
It's got a really great cast.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've, oh, here's one.
Here's one.
Let's do this. God damn it!
You're just.
Are you kidding me?
Hello? Is he on? Oh, there he is.
Yeah, but hold on 1 second. I'm gonna call you back from the main. Hold on.
God damn it.
There we go. That's better. Hello?
Oh,
Hey.
that's better.
Yeah, a lot better. The other, for some reason, the other, when we do it through the tablet, I haven't figured out why, but it like echoes through there for some reason. It's probably some setting I have on there. Anyways, hey, what's going on, Larry?
Not much. Are we live?
Yeah, we're on.
Oh, geez. Hey, how's it going? I thought you guys were on break.
No. We were just on break not that long ago. But anyways, but 3 years of the show, kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, congrats on the anniversary. I know I didn't start with you, but I know I followed it the whole time you were getting it going.
Oh yeah,
so I
for
didn't
sure.
even realize it was 3 years. So I wanted to call in and say congratulations. Sorry I can't be there today, but you know it's a hell of a ride, man. You got a lot done in 3 years. So
Thank you,
good luck
sir.
with continuing.
Yeah, we definitely have to have you back on the show here soon. It's been a while.
Yeah, just trying to get the momentum going again with the lounge and all. You know,
I know. That's what I figured. That's why I haven't even asked. I know with COVID and you know, you had just opened that when all that went down in March. So like I've been kind of letting you do your thing for a while. What do you?
I kind of think it was a good thing because, you know, had we not made the move into the location we're at now, and we would have still been in our 4,000 square feet in Westlake, and COVID hit, we definitely would have had to close. You know, there was no way around it. So at least being in the position we're in now, we can survive the time.
Yeah,
a lot better.
I think everything happened for a reason. But anyways, what do you think your most memorable part of the show is thus far?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to go back and say it's when, you know, I first actually started, you know, coming onto the show, most definitely. So like my most memorable moment is off show, just hanging out with you and Jay and going down to the Browns game and hanging out, having a good time. But it all started from, you know, just the call in when it's ticket.
I know, isn't that crazy how that worked out? Like Jay did this random giveaway, which to be honest with you, I knew nothing about. He literally just brought that up like during the show.
Yeah, that was great.
And then I'm like, yeah, literally. He's like, oh yeah, I'll pay for it, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, really, dude? Like,
okay.
Are you sure? Because I didn't know anything about this. You know, he's like, oh yeah. And it took a while, but he did end up doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we...
And that's the thing. I was watching the whole time, and until he did that, I never called in. I honestly never called in. So, because you would give away like the comedy show tickets, or you would give away. I think at one time you had some tickets to was it Autorama? It was something. I was thinking like I wanted to take my son to it. I was like, oh, should I call in? But then I was thinking at the same time, I was like, oh no, I'm friends with him. I don't want to call in and interject into his viewers or anything. But then when Jay came with the Browns tickets, I was like, I'm calling now. I'm calling.
Yeah, and it worked out because, you know, we kind of, I hadn't seen you in like forever at that point. We hadn't seen each other since basically high school. And then, you know, we hung out, we had fun. I think after the Browns game, we went out to eat too, didn't we?
Yeah, we hung out.
Yeah.
We hung out plenty of times even after that too. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we would come to the lounge sometimes or whatever. Since COVID, we haven't hung out much. I think one time maybe.
On your birthday?
No. Well.
Yeah,
you went up there on your birthday.
Lounge, but
that was in March. That was
got really big. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
that was a week before.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's crazy, man. But yeah, you know, like. It's just been crazy, like thinking back on all the stuff that we did and where we've come from and stuff. Like, I didn't even realize it was 3 years until the week before. Ashley was the one that actually reminded me, and I'm like, holy shit! Like I didn't realize it was even 3 years.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, thanks.
You get to a point where they just wash over like the anniversary.
Yeah, you know, it's like I guess being married, right? I guess eventually it won't have any bearing.
Eventually,
that's
right?
one you don't want to forget.
I know it's a joke. It's a joke.
That's the one you don't.
I know.
Need
I was
slip
looking
up.
at Ashley when I was saying that. Yeah. But anyways, thanks for calling in, bro. Like we definitely want to see you back on the show here soon, and you know we definitely gotta hang out more often. But I know right now is like super insane busy, so I guess let me know when you're a little bit more free.
Yeah, I'll definitely be back on the show. It's likely to be when it gets a little colder out here too, and not too much to do.
Gotcha.
Either around the house and at the lounge, but yeah, keep doing what you're doing. You know, keep it up.
All right, thank you.
It's getting somewhere, you know. And hey, I like what you're doing with the Patreon and the side show. So I don't know who Connor is, but I saw that side show.
Okay, yeah.
Is that today? Is it gonna be on today too?
I'm not sure. Connor, it isn't every week. He moved and I don't know. There's been a lot of stuff, but he does do it like at least twice a month for sure. I don't know.
I just saw that. I just saw the post for it, so I wanted to catch it. I wanted to see what that was like.
Yeah, it's pretty good. He hosts it, and sometimes the members of the cast are on there. Sometimes a past guest from like the previous episode, he'll like go a little deeper with them and talk about more than we have time to do on the show. Sometimes we don't get to all of the stuff we want to talk about on the show, and he kind of wraps that up. It's kind of like an after show.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. Are you doing fantasy this year?
What's that?
You doing fantasy this year?
Maybe fantasy football. You said?
Yeah.
I had no, because I wasn't even sure, to be honest with you, if it was going to even happen this year.
The season already started. Too.
And the season already started. Because you know.
Well,
go ahead.
I'll hit Jay up and see if we can do a fantasy football segment going forward for the season.
That would be pretty sweet.
I know he's probably playing, so I'll hit him up.
All right, man. Well, thanks for calling in, dude. I really appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. You guys have a great show. I'll continue to keep on watching right up until kickoff.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, bud.
All right.
All right.
Later.
Bye. Larry Brazil, everyone. Hadn't talked to him in a minute.
Larry Brazil.
Yeah. David's supposed to call in too, but I don't know if he. Let me see. Yeah, he hasn't done it yet though. So let's go into Dune.
Awesome.
Like I said before, I am really excited about this. Speaking of excited about Dune, Cindy Brisk, who is a co-writer of the show, just released her first article on the epicradioshow.com, and it's Dune related.
Dune.
She watched the trailer and wrote kind of what she
her feelings
about the trailer, what she expects, stuff like that.
Stuff and things.
But without further ado, I do want to play the trailer so that you guys are as excited about the movie as we are, and then we're going to talk about the trailer a little bit.
There's something happening to me. There's something awakening in my mind. I can't control it.
What did you see?
There's a crusade coming.
Do you often dream things that happen just as you dreamed them?
Yes.
The test is simple. Remove your hand from the box, and you die.
What's in the box?
Pain. You inherit too much power. You have proven you can rule yourself. Now you must learn to rule others. Something none of your ancestors learned.
My father rules an entire planet.
He's losing it.
He's getting a richer one.
He'll lose that one too. Arrakis is a death trap.
I'll kill him. This is an extermination. They're picking my family off one by one.
Let's fight like demons.
An animal caught in a trap will gnaw off its own leg to escape. What will you do?
I know you.
One day, the legend will be born. All of civilization depends on it.
The future. I can see it. I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer.
My Lord Duke.
Where the fear is gone, only I will remain.
Go, go, go!
So, what is your guys' first reaction of this trailer? I'm super excited. I can't wait to see it.
That looks scary.
It's supposed to come.
Scary.
It's supposed to come out in December.
December?
So, yeah. So not too far away.
Wow. There's
Yeah.
another big
There's a
movie
lot of
coming out in
good.
December, too, yeah.
It's a really good cast, though.
Yeah, the cast is fantastic.
I had to look over it again because I read the article last night. So.
Jason Momoa.
Oh yeah,
He's like,
Batista.
Batista. When I saw him, I'm
Yeah.
like, wait a minute. Did I just read over that yesterday and just forgot about it? I must have, because I was like, wait a second, was that Batista? And then I'm like, I gotta go check. Was that Batista? It was.
Give me 1 second. This
That's bananas, son. It's bananas. That's what.
B-A-N-E.
Oscar Isaac.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
A lot of
I think
people. Mm-hmm.
I think Cindy's crushing on Oscar Isaac right now.
I think so, yeah.
His beard.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty funny.
She's feeling it.
Your beard.
Just give me a second. I'm pulling up this this page real quick.
Cast and crew.
Yeah, I mean,
Dune
there's so
cast.
many people like Rebecca Ferguson. She was in Doctor Sleep and Mission Impossible Fallout. Timothy Chalamet. Is that right?
I don't know how you pronounce his last name. I was questioning that myself. I'm like, I don't want to be the one to butcher it. So
Yeah, I know.
You can butcher it.
Yeah. Josh Brolin is in this.
Josh Brolin.
Yes.
For sure.
Let's see. I'm trying to think.
There's lots of people in this movie.
Obviously, Batista.
Lots and lots of
Zendaya.
people.
I don't know if you noticed her,
Mhm.
but she was in there.
Oh my.
I don't think I saw her specifically, but I'm looking at the cast. So
Also, Chang Chen from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragons in there.
what is wrong with you?
But anyways, there's a few things.
Quiet for a
I'm really
second.
excited about the big ass worm.
The big ass worm.
Looking
You
down
just
at
like big ass worms, I think.
Shut up. No, but like it looks pretty
Same.
awesome. At the end they show kind of like how big it is. But in an earlier part of the trailer, you see that this whole like city's being like eaten alive by one of them. Like, you don't realize it because all you see is like the teeth and stuff, but it's actually like this whole city's like being consumed by this giant sandworm.
Sandworm.
So like it's crazy.
That reminds me.
What? Go ahead.
It reminds me of the SpongeBob episode with the Alaskan bullworm, where it's this gigantic worm. Apparently, it's the Alaskan bullworm. Meow. And it's like huge compared to obviously all these people in Bikini Bottom. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Another thing that's interesting is
worm.
the first Dune was made as one single movie. And it was, and the Dune book is actually, there's a lot to it. You know what I mean? So like it kind of came off as campy and whatever.
Campy.
Anyways, but they're making this into like a series
Oh, okay.
of movies.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be pretty cool. Like that they're going to take the time to.
I gotta see the original.
To get it right. Yeah.
The original looks really dark. I watched the what do you call it? The trailer for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just.
I feel like I've seen the original. I just don't.
The
know.
director's also working on the new Batman movie also.
Oh, okay.
So
It's all
he's
this
doing
darkness.
Yeah, the original Dune is based in at a year 10,000 or something like that. 10,000 something.
What's that?
That it's based in year 10,000 something.
Yeah, something like that. Yep.
That's the one fact I remember from the original.
It has definite Star Wars vibes,
right? Yeah,
in a
yeah.
way.
Mhm.
I wonder because the book came out before Star Wars, I believe, and I wonder if he took any of that. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder if he got inspired by that to make Star Wars. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The Force and the spice.
Yeah. You're true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you have this dude, like, I don't know, there's a lot of stuff.
If you control the spice, you control everything.
Yeah, it reminds me of that South Park episode, too.
Mhm.
The spice mignon.
That was such a weird episode.
Yeah, getting,
it weirded me out.
Yeah,
It feels like,
Tom Brady's
stop.
shit.
Like,
Yeah. The fecal transplant.
Stop it. Just stop it.
But I am excited
South
to
Park
see the
just
film.
is crazy.
Hopefully it's in theaters. I feel like
Well,
this would be
Like, I would
awesome
like
in
to see it in
theaters.
theaters, but if not, it's okay. I'll just have to just deal with it. Be sad.
I know. Anyways,
Be sad and deal with it.
with that being said, we're going to move on to our next segment,
Which is
the weather.
Yeah, see? Man, see? We're gonna see what it's like, see? It's gonna be pretty fast, see? It's gonna be a good weather, see?
Yeah. So we're going to do that real quick, and then we will return with
Probably.
another break.
Yeah, well, with another break, we'll just come back
Right
with
after
another
that.
break.
All right. So enjoy.
Good morning, Cleveland, and this is your WTF 70 weathercast brought to you by What the Forecast. Downloaded on Wagon Wheels and Donkey Goats. Man, see? We wear the top hats, man, the bow ties with the twisted mustache. Man. On the September 13th, it's going to be 79 degrees for the high, 57 for the low, see? And it's going to be raining that day, so have fun with that. On Monday, it's the 14th of September, it's 71 degrees and 53 for the low, see? Cloudy day there, man, see? Even though we had the depression, we still dressed up fancy, see? And carried bats. Where's my coin, see? Where's my liquor? On Tuesday is the 15th of September. It's going to be 74 degrees and 54 for the low, see? Another cloudy day. On Hump Day. We didn't call it Hump Day back in the day, did we? On the 16th of September, it's 79 degrees, 57 for the low, and another cloudy day. On Thursday, it's the 17th of September, and it's 74 degrees, just like the other days, 63 for the low, another cloudy day. Dave Bruce retired, see? He gave me this bat right here, see? On Friday the 18th, it's right there across my nose. 71 degrees for the high, 67 for the low. Nice cloudy day again. Cleveland is exciting. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's poppycock weather, you see? Poppycock. See? On Saturday is the 19th of September. 83 degrees for the high, 69 for the low. Nice and cloudy. Make sure you shave the bushes. I don't know what that meant. Back to you, Epic, at the studio. See?
You're listening to The Epic Radio Show, live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and theepicradioshow.com. Listen to us anytime on the iHeartRadio app. Download today on the App Store or Google Play, and take this show on the road. The Epic Radio Show. Make life epic.
Make life epic.
Attention small businesses. Has the pandemic put a strain on your business? Brain Baby Media has you covered. With easy subscription-based advertising, you can get crucial information to your customers quickly and affordably. For one price, you can say goodbye to typical advertising structures, spending thousands a week on radio and television ads. That's bananas, son. For as little as $130 a month, we can put ads on the Epic Radio Show like this one, in front of the engaging fan base, as well as social media blasts and a banner on our website and more. Just go to www.theepicradioshow.com/advertise-with-us and fill out your easy form, check out, and bam, you are ready to let people know you're open for business. Now is the best time to advertise. Do it with Brain Baby Media.
Hey ladies, if you're looking for premium makeup at a price that can't be beat, hit up Glitz and Glitter by Goldie. Glitz and Glitter by Goldie has everything you need to enhance your beauty without breaking the bank. Go to uniqueproducts.com/GoldieAlphaHell today and take advantage of the savings. Right now, there's a new beauty box for only $99, so what are you waiting for? Get to Glitz and Glitter by Goldie today at Unique, that's YOUNIQUE products.com/GoldieAlphaHell.
Want to feel like you're a part of the show? Get your official The Epic Radio Show merch right now. We have unisex tees, hoodies, mugs, hats, baby onesies, and much more. Check it out on www.etsy.com/shop/The Epic Radio Show. Official unisex tees only $15. Free shipping on orders over $35. Yep, that's right. You heard me. That's free shipping on orders over $35. Treat yourself to some great official merch from the Epic Radio Show.
All right, we are back.
Yeah.
The Epic Radio Show.
We're back.
That was a funny weather there, Marcus.
Thank you.
For sure.
Yeah, it was real funny.
It was fucking hilarious.
I laughed so hard.
The character was
Why
born.
are you making that face?
Like so hard. I laughed.
Oh God, I don't like this.
I laughed.
Stop! You're
so
staring at me.
hard.
Stop! You're staring at me. Quit. Don't make it awkward. Don't do it.
Anyways, going to our last topic of
saddest one
the day,
other than the fires, but it's still pretty sad to me.
So this 3-year-old girl who was at a kite flying festival.
So sad. I feel so bad. Like,
apparently got trapped by this kite. It wrapped around her neck and sent her about 30 feet into the air for, I think it lasted about 30 seconds. But it like whipped her around like a rag doll.
It's not amazing.
I thought it was fake.
Oh, okay. Like I thought it was fake. Yeah, you
Marcus
said you thought it was a
didn't
doll.
know until this morning that she actually
was a real person.
I thought she had a hell of a grip.
Well, yeah, he thought he had, like, the little girl had her hands on it, was holding it, but no, it was actually wrapped around her neck. I don't have permission to play the video, so I'm not going to. But
shut up, Brian.
If you can,
just stop
check this out.
God.
It is
amazing,
horrifying, amazing,
epic.
And
not epic.
It is
Why
very
are you
epic.
like this?
Yes,
pretty
it's
epic,
very
dude.
epic.
That's an amazing video.
Oh my
Now, full disclosure, she's fine. She got a couple little scratches. And
I'm glad
that's
she's
it.
fine. I'm
I'm
glad
just
she's
saying,
fine.
if something like that happened to me and I was fine, I'd be like, dude, check this shit out. That's crazy.
If she would have died, it's not as funny. It's not funny, or even
I
but she
probably wouldn't have
survived.
even
talked about
it,
Right.
Because she had brought up about this guy on TikTok
Yeah.
who killed himself.
It's more like
live.
it's
Did you
it's
hear
great.
about that?
It's
I heard about it.
Yeah,
it's bananas.
I wasn't going to talk about that so much because it's a little dark.
It's dark.
It's a little bit not.
It's dark, but it happened.
You know?
So
Yeah.
I'm not going to show the videos. Regardless, it's not about that. It's just
No. But I mean, like, I try to be a little bit on the lighter side.
On the
The
lighter
gender
side.
reveal
I
thing
try
was
to be
more
on
of the
a-
focus of the fires. You know.
Yeah. About how people need
Do
to
they
stop
go
doing
too
shit
far?
with. They're doing stupid shit with fire. Let's not do that. I don't know why you got to make faces like that.
That was my serious face.
Well, that's not a serious face.
Yeah, you went a little bit too far.
That was my newscaster face.
That was not a newscaster
when,
face. Get
when
out of here.
I'm trying to convey my emotion of it being very serious.
That's not a good
and something that we need to question.
It doesn't match.
Yes.
Doesn't match what
It's
you're
like-
going for.
It's like koala bears. Do they go too far?
Koala bears? They're so cute. Koala bears can never go too far, in my opinion. They're so cute.
Koalas are whores.
Well, you know what? They can go whoring around all day long.
got-
They're still cute.
They're known for having syphilis, like
Fast
all of
food drive
I'm not
thrus.
fucking
Are the lines too long?
Fast food. Why? That doesn't convey the message you want it to.
them. Koalas.
Are they whores?
They need to have
Are they
sex.
whores?
Yes, they are.
More after this.
Koalas gone wild.
Koalas Gone Wild. I'm sure somebody has went on Pornhub and looked up Koalas Gone Wild. I'm sure they have. I'm sure they have. They're like, oh, I love koalas.
Yeah.
But in a different way.
Like a country Marcus way.
Like country Marcus way, yeah. Like he loves his cousin, so.
Yeah, it sure does. That's not country Marcus at all.
Country Marcus
That's like Charles Barkley.
like, that's
Y'all
not
about to
country.
just knuckleheads.
I'm
up
like,
in
that's not country Marcus, certainly. We're not talking about you.
Country Marcus, I don't know. That's hard to bring out. I got to get dressed up for that guy.
Oh,
He's
no.
crazy.
I know.
He's crazy.
Fun fact about Marcus is once he's in character, there's no breaking character.
Yeah.
He's there for a while.
Like he's
He's
there
there for
a
at
while.
least a few hours.
Even in outtakes and everything.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he
good time.
never breaks character.
very few
Yep.
times. I'll
Very
be like, "Hey, you
professional.
want to do that again?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, see, let's do it again. See, come on, let's go right to it."
Yep.
Very professional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't explain it. It just kind of happens.
It's time for
can't
our
explain it. It
Spotify
happens.
playlist.
Yay.
So we'll get into that now.
Music. Yeah.
All right.
The music. Yay.
So
I love those. Funny. Oh.
got my stack of papers.
Your chunk
Where's
of,
the goat? Where's
right, where's the goat?
Yeah.
Or your chunk of papers.
Yeah.
Call back.
So I guess I'll start with myself. Get it
Start
out of
with
the way.
myself.
Start with myself.
Because of course I will.
My song this week is Lost Boy Crow, Devil in the Backseat.
Which is a very good song.
It is a very good song.
Why'd you pick this song?
I picked that song just...
Because it was a good song?
Well, I did listen to it a lot. Not so much this week.
But
I
other
did.
weeks.
The other weeks I did listen to a lot. I've been stuck on fucking Black Bear.
Yeah, he's been stuck on them
Yes.
for a while.
Oh.
His last album was amazing, and like almost every song is great. But we already have like 3 Black Bear songs on the playlist, so I didn't choose Black Bear because
You
of that.
take a little break.
So I thought back on like another song or artist that I enjoy, and he was one of the first ones I thought of. If you're not into Lost Boy Crow, you should definitely check him out. He is on Spotify, of course. And he has a lot of great songs, great music, and his vibe changes quite a bit. He has songs that kind of fit a lot of different emotions, I feel like. So, like, just about however you feel, if you're happy, sad,
relatable.
depressed.
Hashtag
he
relatable.
has a song for everything,
actually.
so you can check it out. Even though when I first saw a picture of him,
That's not what you expected.
I did not expect him to look like that. He looked very feminine. Very feminine.
That's
but
okay.
That's okay.
That's fine.
It is what it is. It's 2020.
Yes, it is.
So,
You do what you
anyways,
Ashley's was
Bad Wolves.
Bad Wolves.
And the song
cover.
is Zombies.
Yeah, the cover they did.
Yes, the
I really like
Cranberries.
it.
Yeah.
I really like it. I like the original too, so I go back and forth between what I'm in the mood for. If I'm in the mood for something, yeah, the Cranberries.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that song Zombies.
Man, I was crushed when that lady died. Man.
Oh, I know. She had like sickle cell or some shit.
Crazy,
Right?
dude.
So I just really enjoy both versions of the song. I go back and forth. If I'm feeling a little like this, I'm feeling like that,
Yeah.
go back and forth.
Yeah, it's a good version.
I like the video too.
Steve said the acoustic version is sweet too. If you haven't heard it,
I'd have to see. I haven't heard the acoustic.
Would that be Bad Wolves acoustic version of it,
I'm
or the
assuming so,
Cranberries?
right?
I don't know.
I'm sure we could find that pretty quick if I go on Spotify. I'm going to Spotify.
Marcus, D-Light.
Good idea.
Groove is in the heart. Why did you choose that song this week?
Been listening to it all week for some reason. Groove's in high.
He's feeling real groovy.
Astronomical. Hit me. You know that guy, right? With the star glasses.
Cindy said,
Yeah, that's
love
funny.
Bad Wolves. Seen them live last year at Sonic Temple.
Yeah, there we go. See?
Nice.
I'm relating to everybody right now. Actually.
Funny.
Cindy's
That's the
pick was
only voice
Leonard
I can
Skinner,
do.
Low Down Dirty.
Nice.
It's a good.
I think I know that song.
Yeah,
Leonard
sure I do.
Skinner.
I actually like them a lot. Like their music, man. And okay, Steve sent me that version.
Yeah, he said he's gonna send it to you.
Yeah. So I'll have to listen to that a little
Leonard
later.
Skinner.
But
Good music,
if you
buddy.
guys want to hear our playlist,
If you want to.
just go to Spotify, look up the Epic Radio
I can
Show
find it. It
playlist.
was super easy to find. So
Yes.
It can't be that hard.
And you can listen to all the songs we picked. So far, I think we have almost 2 hours worth of music.
It's
So
over 2 hours.
if you're ever on a road trip or you want to work out in the gym or whatever your heart desires, I'm sure there's a song on there for everybody.
Music for
honest
your
with you.
housekeeper. Yeah.
But that's it. That's all I got for you guys this week. Next week, we are going to have
Raven
country singer
Raven
O'Reilly on.
I like her name. There's lots of
Yes.
R's in there.
Raven
I don't know why.
O'Reilly.
I like the name Raven and I like the name O'Reilly.
She
I enjoy
is
it.
going to be performing live.
Oh,
Got a
shit.
little
An
R in
acoustic
it.
version of her song Moonshine.
Oh, shit.
So,
Bitch.
yes, it's going to be great.
Oh, I like me some
I can't wait. Make sure you check us out on the social medias.
On the social medias.
Make sure you do our Patreon. Like, it's only $5 a month. And you get
$5 a
access
month?
to Beyond Epic.
$5 foot long.
And it's patreon.com/The Epic Radio Show. Pretty easy to find.
Pretty easy to find.
And if you are ever on the road and you don't want to listen to music, you want to hear us babble about
Then you could
million
just
things,
find us on here.
and you can find us everywhere
all
that
over
you
the
listen
place.
to podcasts. iHeartRadio, Spotify, Pandora. I'm trying to think of what else.
I mean, YouTube, obviously.
Yeah, but that's mostly video. If you have
Facebook.
Yeah.
You can still hear it though. What the fuck?
Anchor,
Facebook.
You can still hear it.
you
though.
can hear it, but
I can't think of all the
for some reason
podcastings.
though. Like I don't know if it's just because I have an iPhone, but when I go away from the app, it gets rid of the sound. You know what I mean? Like on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter and stuff like that. So
I've never really noticed it, I guess.
So when so I try to tell people if they're driving,
You're driving.
you definitely don't want the video up because that's kind of distracting.
Silly. That's silly.
So go ahead and check us out on Spotify or any of the other places that you can find.
Is that your song,
podcasts.
Ryan?
What's that?
He put Devil Boy 7 Mary 3.
I'll add that to the playlist.
7 Mary 3.
It's very interesting.
Devil Boy.
Devil Boy. Yes. I thought so. So I was like,
yeah,
I don't think he's
Raven
just
O'Reilly.
saying that.
I wanna thank Fran Capo for being on the show. She was amazing.
She was great.
Definitely check
Full of
out her
positivity.
books.
Fran Capo.
All 22 of them. Buy them all right now. And
I'm gonna go buy all her books right now.
FranCapo.com to find out any information about any of that. She has videos. She has documented stuff about all of the world records she broke. We only talked about a few of them. So if you're
Only a few.
interested
So go find out
to
what the
know
rest of
about
them
more
are.
of that, you can definitely check that out on our website.
She freaking ziplined
We'll see
over
you
a
guys next
volcano.
week. Thank you guys. We really appreciate it. Hopefully 3 more years of the show. And hopefully by that point we will be known by a lot more people and we can do more fun, awesome
More
stuff.
fun stuff, unless Corona just takes over and then we're all stuck in our houses forever. We don't know.
But we will see you next week. And as always, make life epic.
All right, gonna take a break right there. What the hell's in the corner there? You see that? Rah! Shadow there, see? It's sparkly. Can you see it? I can. Look at it. Rah! Get out of there, Shadow! It's because of the light, see? That is what it is. What the Forecast? Download it on the Google Play and the App Store. Get out of there, Errol, see? Get out of there! Rah! I'm trying to think of words that are used back in the day, like tallywhacker, flabbergasted, infatuated. Oh, yeah, see? There it is. He's back. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. I'm like, what do you call it? One of those people that sell things in the stores and whatnot. We'll buy anything. I'll sell you, let's see. I can sell you some tomato popsicles to someone wearing white gloves. Yeah, I can sell anything to anyone on Sunday, the 13th of September. 7-1 for the high, 53 for the low. I don't know where that voice came from, but it's periodic and it's coming through because I have a lot of coffee in my system. It's cloudy for a day on Monday. Stupendous, see? Inconceivable. Fabuloso. I don't know where I'm going, but the week's gonna be exponential and special. This week's weather's gonna be excelente. I learned that from a Spaniard guy. I don't know much more Spanish. Don't ask me anything else. Exponential. Superficial. See? God damn, I was sweating like a motherfucker in this thing. How'd they wear this back in the day? That's why they always carried hankies. Boy, am I hot. Oh, is that Amelia Earhart? Look at her go. See? Amelia Earhart. Well, there might, see? I don't know how she's gonna land, but she's gonna fly. See? I don't see any wheels on the plane. See? The Hindenburg, see? It was on fire! The Hindenburg was on fire, see? They were drinking, see? Babe Ruth was on the Hindenburg, see? He jumped off at the last second with a parachute, see? See?
That's gonna be ridiculous.
Superman, see? He came out in 1938.
We're gonna give out a bunch of information to people.
I know, right? Oh.
Straight through, ladies and gentlemen. WTF 70 Weathercast brought to you by What the Forecast. Was that odd? Is that different? Did you not like that one, Epic? Let's see what Epic says. Good morning, Cleveland. And this is your WTF 70 Weathercast brought to you by What the Forecast. Downloaded on Donkeys and Goats. Followed by... I said it wrong, see? What's a poppycock, see? Poppycock, I say. Poppycock, see?